Sorry for the technical difficulties. Welcome back to another episode of the Bassline. I'm joined here today by my man Evan and the man behind it all, Oz.
Hey, what up? What up?
Of Oz.
And Manon!
Cameo.
Yes. You never know who you're going to run into.
Right.
Look her up. She's famous. Trust me. Trust me.
How y'all guys doing tonight?
Oh,
Doing pretty good. How about yourself, man?
I'm doing good, man. Doing good.
I'm living life banging. I'm out here.
Yeah. How was y'all weekend?
Man, it was good. Celebrating the birthday.
The birthday twins over here, man. Yeah, that was a setup right there. I got you.
Yeah.
Yeah, that was a good one.
we found out after the last episode, me and B Thomas had the same birthday on Saturday.
Right, we know each other about like 2 years.
Yeah.
Just not figured it out.
Hey, man. I mean, how'd y'all make it epic, though? What'd y'all do?
Man, just chill with family. Yep.
It's the most important thing.
I did the workshop, the weekend workshop.
Hey.
We had KP come through, and I did the weekend workshop. So, hosted by Sammy. It was pretty dope.
You learn anything from KP the Great, man?
Oh, man.
That put you on the spot, bro.
Yeah. because he talked about a lot of the same things that, we've been educating our community with, you know what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. But still, in the same breath, he was dropping jewels that, I wouldn't have thought of, you know what I'm saying? But it was pretty dope. Pretty dope.
Well, I miss all the workshops, but hey, man, they're always dope. I'm glad that it's always a sold-out show, baby, so make sure that you get your ticket when they are available. Our next workshop is actually in collaboration with a good friend of ours, Anthony Kell. Hey. March 10th. March 10th, we're doing another one. This is more fused with love and R&B, and so we're having the man, the myth, the legend, Jasper come out and speak. And if you don't know Jasper's behind a lot of records from. But let's talk about these beats, man. Let's get into these beats, bro. Yep. We are picking our Type 32 producer of the month tonight too. So yeah, that's going on.
Y'all definitely chime in whenever you hear something dope.
Right. First one of the beat of first one. I'm gonna say. Right. I'm going by his the way he titled it. He titled it "Beat of the Night."
Smart. See, that's a gimmick. He got you.
So man,
he definitely got you.
You was like, yo,
you got to get me to say it. I'm about to say, hey, we're going with the "Beat of the Night." Yeah. We're going, my man BMoore Brown out of Baltimore, Maryland. ASAP Rocky type beats.
On this earth, to be a man, to be a human being, to be respected as a human being, to be given the rights of a human being in this society, on this earth, in this day, which we intend to bring into existence by any means necessary.
It's BMoore on the beat. BMoore. I'll get out for your boxing. I love you, BMoore. You can't hold me in these chains. I'll get out.
That was my man BMoore Brown out of Baltimore.
BMoore.
Rocky.
Yeah, it was dope. I was rocking with the sample.
Like the sample, I think the sample was very nicely used. It wasn't like oversaturated. They wouldn't try to like use it with like the old like Alvin and Chipmunks type.
Yeah.
I thought it was dope.
You said the Alvin and Chipmunks.
I'm tired of him. I'm tired of hearing that now, but I thought it was dope how you used the sample.
Yeah, I know
Brown.
exactly what you mean.
Shout out to BMoore. He's been tuning in for a couple of weeks, man. So salute.
Yeah.
And I'm telling you, folks, it's about consistency on this show. You may tune in 1 week, you may tune in 4 weeks later, but you're gonna miss something in between because we do a lot of cool stuff for those who are actually in our network. And the only way we can find out how hot you really are is
Yeah.
by when you submit and we actually critique you on the show. What our audience, man. So you want to get real-time feedback, get in the game, baby. Yeah.
Yeah.
This is RZ the Great. I think
Shout
he-
out to RZ.
Right, I think he submitted this one like last week. It's right when we were about to end the show.
That's
Yeah.
what's up.
But we still gonna play it anyway. This RZ the Great, champion.
RZ on the track.
RZ the Great with champion sent us in a little sample.
I was about to get up and
Yeah.
break dance.
Yeah, I was
Yeah,
rocking
it
with that one.
Yeah, that was
Y'all
dope, man.
laughing?
RZ the Great.
Y'all laughing?
Them horns was going off though.
It's
That was
funny.
like, they made you want to get up and dance. Them horns was going off.
Yeah.
About to make eyes.
It's all good. That's what's up, RZ, man. Keep bringing that heat. You got another submission? What's up? That was it?
Nah, he submitted something else.
Okay, we'll get into
on.
it later. It's
Yep.
cool. Who you got?
Is this an artist or a producer? Say artist, Jay
Oh,
Cutter.
man. What you hit us with?
Oh man, we about to play a little snippet of this and see if this is an artist or producer.
Hold on,
It's
what?
an artist.
Yeah,
That's what
my
I'm thinking. I'm
man.
thinking it's an artist.
Shout out
Say-
to you, Jay Cutter, but wrong show,
Oh,
man.
man, I
Cookies
see it.
Lemonade. Cookies Lemonade is coming back, folks, man. I promise you. We have to get the right host. A lot of people keep saying, go ahead and do it, Oz. Well,
Right.
guess what? No. I'm looking for you out there.
Speaking of that, as I see it now, he said he open for Soldier Boy.
Oh!
Oh man, Soldier Boy, we putting everybody on. I
Hey,
see it.
man, Soldier Boy started this.
real.
Damn, I'm mad you just laughed out like that. Like, no, he didn't. Hey, man.
Shit.
I mean, no, you know, I'm not gonna say that, but I have noticed how music is using technology. He was a big influencer on that.
Hey, Soldier Boy got a diss record, I think came out
Man,
today
ready
with
for
Tiger.
Bro, he going in on that Tiger.
You
bro.
listen to it? I haven't
I heard
heard
a
it.
little snippet of it.
Wait, he was
I-
going in on Tiger?
Yeah, because Tiger already dropped his. He dropped his on when he was on Big Boy or something. He was on L.A. He dropped his the other day, like day before yesterday.
Oh, I
So
feel
now-
behind.
They
So now
probably
Soulja Boy
getting on
about
it together, man. It's all marketing, man.
Right, yeah.
That is a beautiful thing, man.
Tiger?
Yeah.
But up next, we have Durrell Smith, a.k.a. Twin, from Grinding ENT Studio. He's an audio engineer and a producer. Spent 22
Hey.
years.
22 years.
22
Oh,
years
Shout out to you.
in
All right.
the industry. That's what he say. 22 years.
man, that sounds like a
Word.
that's a long ass time, man.
Right.
Not
Like,
really.
22 years
They say
in music production?
he,
So is that even a long time? Is that
Yeah.
in his adult life?
He's on his
22
last
years is
time.
not a long time, bro.
Yeah,
A lot of the engineers that I assisted for were if they weren't freelance engineers, they would like 22 years in the game. Like Ray C, he told me, he said he first started his internship in 1990. I was born in 1990.
Shot.
And I'm sitting here watching him.
Damn.
Yeah.
That's crazy. He's still in. Wow.
Hold up. So he spent 22 years in the army, and that I guess that's as long as he's been making music as well. Okay, I just had to read into it a little bit more. 'Cause I'm about to say, man, 22
He
years.
did everything.
Whoa, you done it, my man.
Oh, he was born in. He started in 1987.
But it's all good, man.
Seventh grade. Okay.
I'm not here for
Oh,
any.
yeah.
I am
Yeah,
not
shit.
here for the ages, anything, man. It's just about the music at the end of the day for us, especially
yeah.
when it's the cookies and lemonade, man. But ain't
Facts.
sweet.
Facts. Right. You said right now he's at SAE, so you say he's gonna graduate.
Shout out to SAE students, man. Shout out to my boy Mac, our Type 32 engineer, who's also an instructor, teacher at SAE Atlanta, man. So salute. You know, Patchwerk connected, baby.
Hey.
Yeah, we out here.
Hey.
So this is Friday Night by Durrell Smith, aka Twin.
Cool.
That was Durrell Smith, aka Twin,
Okay.
Yo.
with Friday Night.
Hey.
How y'all feeling out, man?
I was fucking
That was
with
a
it.
nice little smooth
Yeah.
ride.
I was rocking with that.
He was over there blushing us with
Oh,
some air
man.
rap.
I was going in.
About to bust the 16.
I was
over
going
there.
in on the mute with the rhymes. Y'all don't even
On the
know.
mute.
On the mute, though. That
Yeah.
booty tang. Just hit 'em.
Yo, that was a dope movie though.
Yeah. I know.
Yeah,
Part
it
2
was
is going to
for real.
come. Now, shit.
Shout out to Psi Phi ENT, said the workshop was definitely dope.
Oh, shout out
Yeah.
to everybody who attended again, man. That's love. That's love. Stay tuned for more information on our next couple coming up. Again, I see you, RZ, baby.
Hey.
Yeah.
What up, BMoore Brown? Said what's up? Happy belated. Appreciate that.
Well, appreciate that.
Mark Shotta, he represent Baltimore too, West Baltimore.
Mark Shotta said that sounded dated.
Oh, so we got Baltimore against Baltimore.
Said, man, that joint sounded dated, though.
Yes, we got your other email, RZ. We gonna play that later on tonight.
Yeah.
Hey, I got a question for you guys, though. When folks say, like, the beat sound dated, like, what are some things that you think folks can do to just upgrade that? Like, I get it when they say it sounds dated, but I feel like maybe I'm wrong. There's only one or two things you can do to tweak it, and now, you know, it's up to par, at least, with what's going on out here. I don't think it's far-fetched. But I hear a lot of people talk about other people's beats, like, oh, that sounds dated. Can't use that. And it's like, can you?
you can,
Do
like,
beats really have expiration dates?
Yeah, they do.
Oh, he said yes, brother.
Well, when you sonically they have expiration dates, but a lot of the times, especially my old beats, I'll go back and I'll switch out sounds. You know, you could switch out your percussion. You could change up how the hi-hat pattern or, you know, the kick pattern to be more modernized. You don't have to trash the whole beat. But to answer your question, to make dated, you know, joints sound more current, just change out the samples. Like, you know, the percussion samples, or change out the sounds. You know, sound selection. A lot of times, when we're critiquing your beats, we say, you know, a huge thing is sound selection. The sounds you pick. You gotta make sure you're picking them fire sounds.
Dang, man. How do you know though? That sucks, man. I guess it's just,
You
but
gotta
that's
have
just
that ear.
opinion, right?
You gotta have that ear.
You gotta have, if you I feel like if you were making music just for you, you know, you could
Shouldn't
get
you
away with
always- Isn't that how this should start though? Correct me if I'm wrong.
It's how it starts, but when you wanna make music for other people, if you're making music for artists, you gotta listen to what artists are listening to right now.
Right. If you're doing it for you, it's like it's just a hobby. You're
Right.
not really a
Yeah.
producer. But if you're doing it change the lives of other people or affect other people, that's when you more.
Shout out to DJ Fact checking in. I hope I said that right. Patterns also the tempo.
Oh, DJ Face.
Sounds. Oh, damn.
DJ Face.
I'm blind with the glasses on. Mark Shotta says sound selection helps.
Right.
Yeah, sound selection, patterns, the way you sequence your percussion.
Mm-hmm.
Man, it's a lot to this. Again, guys, I'm on the outside looking in. I just handle the business, but I respect all producers, all creatives out there. But some find it easier to execute than others. So I'm trying to help those who are having trouble. Yeah, that's what this show's for, though. Like I said, ain't sweet. It's cookies and lemonade, for sure.
But just because your beats sound dated doesn't mean to trash them or they're, ass. Just change them up a bit.
Right.
Or just drop them on Throwback Thursdays.
Hey.
Out next, we still got another one from my man Durrell Smith, Southern Gentleman.
What he got?
We ain't left from Durrell Smith's package yet. This is Southern Gentleman.
Damn, I'm trying to message you.
Durrell Smith, aka Twin. What you were saying Evan, about this record, about this producer?
Yeah. So yeah, this production definitely it sounded more dated than the previous one, and a lot of y'all in the comment section are giving some great suggestions. Mark Shotta said sound selection helps. RZ Visions get some expansion packs for VSTs, but for older producers, the best thing you could do is collaborate with younger producers. When you making music at the house for you, that's one thing. Doesn't really matter. You making what makes you happy. Right. But when you're, hey, I want to sell this beat, I want to, submit this for this artist or something happening now. You gotta have, a current flavor or whatnot. And a lot of times, to get in the swing of things, collabing with younger producers, newer producer, fresh producer ears, fresh producer sounds. You know what I'm saying?
You heard
some keys for Durrell Smith and any other producer out there that's making anything that's dated or anything that's out of sync with what's going on right now.
Yeah. Psi Phi ENT says music has no expiration date. You are 100% right.
Word. So I said, make sure we get to some of those tight 32 beats, whatever my email.
Okay.
Yeah, is that one.
All right.
Yeah, no expiration date. That's what I said, or I want to believe. Don't mean it'll sell though.
Yeah.
Just being honest. Don't mean it'll sell though.
No, definitely.
Right now we're about to play some of our tight 32 entries for the month of February.
Hey man, I'm letting y'all know I'm tight. I got a few submissions, but some of y'all are really fire out here, and y'all missing out by not entering this competition, man. This is the way we select people for our Patchwerk Beats program, and really for any other opportunities, because everybody always wants to play beats and music and stuff for us, but you got to qualify. We just throw you right into the fire, and like I said, you got to be able to put it on a public stage like this if you're really serious. You know what I mean? So this is how I pick anybody for all things we're doing here. So if you're not submitting through this, with that being said, let's get into let's do Delon Hudson.
Delon Hudson up first.
Yep.
With Alchemy.
See what he got.
Alchemy.
Yo, so
That was Alchemy by Delon Hudson.
this was a perfect example.
Uh-huh.
So with that beat constructed the same as one of Durrell's first beats with the sample and the percussion or whatnot. The percussion samples sounded more up to date and the pattern sounded up to date, but it was still the same formula: sample, percussion. You know what I'm saying? And a lot of the times, like all what was this guy's name? Durrell?
Delon.
Delon. No, the guy before.
Oh, yeah, Durrell Smith.
Yeah, Durrell Smith.
Uh-huh.
Changing up your patterns, man. Changing up your percussion patterns and the samples. That definitely helps, but that was a good example right there. That sounded more current, but it was the same formula.
Same formula as Durrell Smith.
Let's listen to the Narcos beat instead. We're picking two from
Trouble
each
like the
one.
Narcos.
I've been watching Narcos lately, so they just spoke to me.
Word.
Yeah.
Narcos beat by Delon Hudson.
Yeah, it made me want to do it though. Like that was dope. I don't know, shit. I know how to bachata though. I know how to bachata. I don't know how to salsa though. Oh, we live?
Yeah, we live.
Okay.
Yeah.
Y'all feeling the Narcos?
I'm rocking with Narcos, man. I wasn't at first, but then he hit me with that little dunk. No, like, oh, okay, yeah.
That 808 was going crazy.
You can just X out that one.
That was for real.
Yeah, that 808 was going crazy.
Just click back on that one.
Up
Man,
next.
hold up. Any comments on that, man? Anybody say anything?
RZ said RZ Vision said Cardi.
Oh.
Yeah. That was the same Cardi sample. I like it like that. That was the same sample.
It did sound like Cardi.
Oh.
I like it like
Damn.
that. I like it like
You
that.
right.
Yeah, that's the same sample.
DJ Face said this shit is hard.
But yeah, it is hard. Oh, yeah, okay. Nice.
Word.
Rocking with that. All right, Delon Hudson. See what you bringing to the table. We got
first time hearing from
defending
Delon
champion.
Question.
Question.
Question been on the move.
Yeah, Question out here, man. Question
Yo,
mark.
you check his social media.
Yeah,
Yo,
you
this
should have
dude,
video.
this dude be rapping. He be shooting videos. He be doing shows.
Hell
He be
yeah,
freestyling.
bro.
He be
He got
battling
the-
people.
Yeah,
You
did
see
the
this?
video
Yo, he
earlier
got the
today.
chick on the bed.
Yo,
The blue satin sheet.
Yeah.
All that shit.
Question be lit. Yo, y'all follow
Oh,
question.
man.
Y'all follow that
Nah,
question
Shout out to
ATL.
Question
Not the
ATL,
blue
man.
satin
Yeah,
sheets.
got
Yeah.
them satin sheets. Yeah.
For real.
Yeah, he's lit. That's an example of a working producer.
Hey,
You know?
man, ain't no excuses out here for you folks, man.
Shout out to
None.
question. Get ready to go to
None.
South by.
Yeah.
Shout out, man. Let's get into question, man. Let's see what he got.
Question with footprints.
Hey.
Is that question on this track?
Question with footprint. I'm following that beat.
Yeah.
Yeah.
For real.
Yeah, I was rocking.
Yeah, it was riding.
That was hard, man.
Hey,
That
man.
was hard, man. I don't know if I'm gonna listen to the other beats though. That was hard, man.
That was hard, man. Shoot.
Let's see what
Pick
any-
one
got
up.
got any comments on it? Mark Shotta said that. Mark Shotta. It's
Flame.
a hard man to please.
Yeah, right. Yeah, he be
What
going
is
in
that?
on cats
For
on
real,
here
for
too.
real.
So
Mark Shotta said that was hard.
if he rocking with it, all right. Let's see. What's the second one from question, man?
We got notifications and pain. Which one you think?
What you think? Fam?
Pain.
Think pain?
Go with
Yeah,
that
let's do that.
pain.
Pain. Question.
Pain.
Shout out to question with pain.
Yo,
Yes.
that one was riding.
Yeah.
That one was riding.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Pain
That's all
got
I can say.
question.
Damn. Question? He said, I'm the defending champion for a reason.
Right.
I will defend this championship. Whoa.
I like that one.
Made me
That was-
break
that
out
was
my
a nice
dialect.
one.
That was played. All of that. That was
That's cold.
Man,
that was
for real.
played.
Okay. Okay. Dang.
I hear the envelope in that.
Ugh.
That was played.
I got my guy entered this. My man Treasure. Okay, let's see what Treasure got.
I'll go ask you.
Treasure's won this 2 times in the past, man. So he never disappoints. Let's see what he got.
Word. This is Treasure with heat.
Can you beat the question? Man,
That's the question.
that is the question.
Go crank it up there.
Treasure, Young Treasure. I mean, it was dope, but I thought eventually he would do like a different switch up. I thought it would be like
I was waiting for
a
the
different
switch up.
transition or something.
I
Like
just
that.
thought it was gonna come out like.
All right, something else will come in.
Yeah,
All right,
yeah.
drop another instrument or something.
You know what? Even though to me it was repetitive, that sounds like a beat that's open for an MC to get on.
Guns, what up, Tyler Guns?
Yeah,
Oh man!
Shout out
What up,
Tyler
Guns?
Guns. What's up?
See that sound like type of beat for the artists to get on right there?
Yeah.
You said it'd be hard to get on?
Nah, it's open for
Oh,
artists to get
yeah.
on. Well, yeah, no, if the right artist execute it, but it was open for an artist.
Well, think
So
about
the
it.
fa-
Remember, these submissions are for the Type 32, so they should be
Yeah.
submitting tracks where it's like you get loose to this, like
Yeah.
that's what it's supposed to be.
Yeah, but this is definitely open where you can't do nothing but spit bars.
That was
Facts.
Treasure, Young
Something
Treasure.
to think about, because again, that's the point of the contest. But man,
Yeah. So there's for me there's like several types of production,
Mhm.
but two. I mean, we're just gonna talk about two. We're gonna talk about beat battle production where there's a whole bunch of change ups and it's overly produced. There's not really that much space for someone to get on there. And then there's beats where it's just open, just
Right.
loops, and it's just riding. Mostly those beats have just heavy 808s and it's just depending on the 808 and the snare and just whatever weird instruments in the back to kind of just carry it. But mainly it's open for the artist to kind of just get on there. You know what I'm saying? It's open for vocals to complete. But yeah, that was more of a hey, I'm gonna rap on this type of beat. You know what I'm saying?
By Young Treasure.
Yeah.
We'll get into one more by Young Treasure. Wave God.
Go crank it up there.
Treasure.
Yeah.
How y'all feeling about that beat?
That shit is
Mark
hard.
Shaw said it's hard. Tyler Guns gave it to. I don't know what that sign is, but he gave it to
It's the
something.
rock star,
He gave it
man.
the rock star sign. I was
Yeah.
gonna say Houston, but everybody throw it up.
Man, I was rocking with it, man. Like I said, considering for what the submission is, for
Yeah.
what the competition is, that's perfect. But man,
Oh, out of that
boy.
pack of the few producers that we played from the Type 32, out of that pack, I still got a real question. I think.
Thinking.
You got a real
Treasure.
question?
Treasure. I got to roll with Treasure.
Dun, dun,
Real
dun, dun.
treasure?
Yeah, only because question beats were definitely popping, but Treasures that's more of the Type 32. That it's the Type 32 artists will be highlighted more on Treasures beats. Instead of the listeners listening to the beat of the production of it or the production carrying the artist. That beat, it sounds all right. It sounds current enough, and it sounds good enough. Treasures Productions for an artist to get on and you listen to the artist. You know what I'm saying? So
Instead of focus on the production, right?
yeah. So I have to choose. I have to choose Treasure only because. Well, I'm not gonna say only because his beats were tight, but out of Question and Treasures is more suitable for an MC to get on.
You weren't feeling Delon?
You like Delon Hudson?
I forgot about him.
Oh,
yeah, never mind. Oh, I choose.
Ooh, I'm about to say, yeah, like that. I forgot about him. Yeah. But you, you think about it, man. It's all good. And to be honest with you, there's more than just us who actually picked the winner, guys. So, but for the sake of the show, we wanted everyone to at least hear the submissions, and we will announce the winner at the end of this program.
Yeah, I'm gonna have to retract.
It's all
I'm gonna have
good.
to say the line.
Oh, you about to say Delon?
Delon Hudson. That's what you going with?
Think about it, man. We
Yeah,
gonna
think
go
about
back.
it.
We
Yeah,
gonna go
think
back
about
to it, man.
I'm gonna go with the question.
What we got next, man?
Let's see. Up next, we got Decatur James. Decatur James. He was submitting some beats to us last week as well. He says he sent one and said it was revised. So I wonder is this the beat that he sent in?
Let's see what he got.
It's
Hey.
A1 revised
Decatur
by Decatur
James.
James.
Hey.
All right, that was Decatur James with A1 revised. Man, that shit took us back.
Hey,
Yeah.
man.
Back to, felt like we were from the Bronx.
Yo,
BX, baby.
Yo, man, that was Harlem all day, man.
For real? Oh, that was
Dipset,
Harlem.
man.
That's my
Oh,
bad.
gosh.
My bad.
Oh, boy. Wow.
Oh.
I mean,
It was
so
a
what
lot-
y'all
it was a lot.
think, though,
I mean,
man?
It was a lot going on.
Yeah,
Hey, Jitty said, just Blaze?
For real.
Hey, yeah.
That's all you was missing, man. That's
Yeah.
all he needed to come out of nowhere.
Hey.
I am BMoore say he like that.
I mean,
Oh,
it could
word.
go if you want to be on the reunion
Right.
Uh,
Reunion.
project.
We're gonna see if he can revamp himself. He got a song called Weed Song.
The weed song.
He might be my friend, but got a song called Weed Song by Decatur James.
That last song was not Decatur.
All New York. All right, that was Decatur James. He did not put this in his bio, but one thing I do know about Decatur James is he is definitely 35, 40 plus. Bro, he has to be, bro. Man, these beats. Oh, man, they taking you back. Like you said, the reunion tour.
Yo.
Hey, Decatur James.
Yo, that was a hard sample, though. That was a hard sample.
Yeah.
It was just like, where's it at?
Where's it?
Where's the rest of it? Where's the rest of it?
Real.
Where's the rest of it?
So what do you guys think it was missing then to bring it up to date per se?
Percussion.
Wasn't
Percussion.
rocking with it.
It just I did hear the snaps, and I wasn't sure if those the Tom like kicks were in the sample and they sounded like toms because they would pitch shift up. But yeah, that needed some full percussions. Like it was just the sample.
Yeah, Face DJ Face said needs more drums.
Yeah.
BMoore said that's that NY sound. He got that down pat.
It was not a full NY sound. It was just like it was halfway there. The sample was chopped up for that setup, but it was just nothing after that. We was just listening to the loop.
RZ Vision says reminds me of Undercover Brother. Hey man, it has some soul though.
Yeah.
It definitely has a soul to it.
Nah, that was just no. Won't be real. That was just a fucking loop. That was just a loop. All that was just
chopped up.
It was just a chopped up loop, and you didn't, and it wasn't finished. You know what I'm saying? It wasn't. You didn't add the rest of it. Yeah. You didn't finish the beat. You're like, yo, I'm about to smoke, and that's it.
Sound like somebody turned on the Shaft soundtrack. Evan said, "No, dog, don't give him even that. It was just a loop, bro. It was just a loop. That's it."
It sounded like an unfinished beat. Like literally, he's like, okay, I'm gonna chop this up and send it to old boy to finish it. You know what I'm saying?
Woo. Well then,
You sent us part of your collaboration, bro.
Man, for real.
Your half.
Your half.
Yeah, he should have sent the other half to one of the other producer guys. Like, what was the other guy?
Should have collab.
Yeah, I guess that was the collab. He was sending the collab in.
well then,
Right.
Let's go ahead and get into
Up next, we have Psi Phi ENT.
Psi Phi ENT.
We're sorry if we didn't get to all of your beats tonight. We spent a lot of time on that last beat because it took a lot of attention.
Took us back.
Psi Phi ENT with Last Week of School.
Psi Phi ENT.
Psi Phi ENT with last week of school.
Hey, Psi Phi, where you from? Are you still in the chat? Where you from? Where you from? Tell us where you're from.
All right, social media is Psi Phi ENT.
Psi Phi ENT.
How you feel about that one, Evan? You like that one? Like the extra sounds in the background?
It was different. So for you producers that don't know, you new producers, what y'all can do, a lot of times y'all try to get placements within the music industry. Y'all should try to look for TV and film. That sound like a record that could be on television. That's not, that sound like something that would be in the background of a TV show.
Right.
I definitely think that you should submit that for syncing.
Sync music, yeah.
Look up sync music.
Hey.
Look up, how to get your catalog and, in a library. You know what I'm saying?
Hey, Jitty said that's a video game beat. Street
Yeah.
Fighter, Mega Man.
Right.
BMoore said it sounds like a bad Neptune's attempt. Chief said ain't it.
Right, but again, everything ain't for everybody. I do appreciate. I appreciate the elements of the of the beat, and I see where it could go. You know what I'm saying? As far as where you could use for it.
Taxi.com.
Yeah.
That's a fact.
Right. Another thing, you can make an instrumental album. Just like make an instrumental album, then like you can lease that to like a sync music, like a sync music company or something like that.
In other words, there's checks for you guys out here,
that way
man.
You still keep all the profit.
There's a market for everything that you can create, believe it or not.
Just because these rappers or these singers, I hate when producers come in here and be like, oh no, nobody likes my beats or nothing. Man, if you create something, and this is for all you artists out there, not just producers, all you artists out there, writers, painters, anybody, all you gotta do is create the content, and it could be sold. You could use that for anything.
Facts.
You gotta really step outside of your comfort zone, and you gotta do some research. See what you could add to the world. You know what I'm saying? It doesn't have to be just entertainment, or like rap, or what you see on television. You could do stuff for video games, audiobooks, anything.
It's a lot of money out here, folks, man. It's a lot of money, and you guys are don't have tunnel vision with it, man.
All you gotta do is create the content, and
People will follow.
Yeah, figure out how to sell it. But everything could be sold. Even these dated beats we were talking about, you could still sell them. Somebody gonna buy them.
Hey, y'all holla at me soon. I'm like I said, I'm over here trying to play Coach K, man. I'm throwing alley-oops to folks who ready, man. So keep submitting to the program. Those who got the heat consistently, you will hear from us. That's a fact.
Yeah.
Facts.
We got about 10 minutes left. So up next, we got Mark Shotta, top shotter Mark Shotta. With
Someone just asking him, Mark Shotta, you said something in, fool?
Top shotter, Mark Shotta.
So hey, man, I see why this guy was talking shit all night.
Wow.
Yo,
Mark
hey.
Top
Shotta.
shotter Mark Shotta.
Yeah, that beat was rocking.
He said, feel that in your chest.
That was a beat battle beat. That was a beat battle production.
Oh, that was hard. I like that.
It was definitely hard. And one thing
Bassline.
I want to say, shout out to you for putting the tempo in the title of the beat. I hate when I gotta figure out, the tempo, especially you producers who do 0.0 something something. And engineers, you know what I'm talking about. Producers, you know what I'm talking about.
So what advice do you have then? Because that sounds like something that's the norm.
Yo, when you submit your beats,
Especially because, again, folks who tuning in, don't sleep. People like Evan sit in some of these sessions where the labels come in and they bring in artists, they bring in producers just to hear the beats. So they're talking shit. You know what I'm saying? They're talking about you. Some of these beats don't even get played because of how the subject. So speak on it, man.
yeah. So when you submitting beats to artists or engineers, one thing that helped everyone out is the way you title your beats. You have the name of the beat, your producer name, and the tempo. Because a lot of the times these emails get forwarded, these packs get sent around, and at the end where all they have is an MP3 that says sad.mp3, and then they want to use that beat. We don't know who the producer is because it's been passed around so many times, and there's no information, there's no data tag or whatnot. Y'all need to start tagging y'all stuff, like you know what I'm talking about when you do the right click and then you could tag right comments and whatnot. Y'all need to start putting y'all information in, like encrypting it in these MP3s or these waves or whatnot, or even just in the title, produced by whatever beats. So if they don't know who the beat came from when it comes to like an artist that didn't encounter that producer, they could just be like, okay, search producer so and so, and they can get in contact with you.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? When you send out these packs, have a little text file in the folder with your beats with your name, your number, your Instagram, so people can get in contact with you. For some reason, these producers, I'm not gonna say producers, for some reason this generation, you want people to kind of look for you. You know what I'm saying? You want people to look for you. And you should be easily acceptable. You should be easily found. So if somebody want to give you some work or somebody want to give you some money, they could be like, all right, he's right here. With some of these people, you got to hunt for them.
Let me tell you what we're not doing. We ain't, folks, hey, if they got to look for you, you probably missed out. And a lot of folks miss on a lot of money because their contacts is outdated. Be that the email, be that their phone number, whatever, man. So make sure all your information is current. Some of you guys send out more beats than you can even remember with wrong contact information. That's real shit.
Yeah, like I said, beat type.
Mark Shotta, POV, his point of view.
Top Shotta, Mark Shotta.
Mark Shotta with POV.
Yeah. See, right there, hey, it was POV, parentheses, Crimson, 166 BPM. So
Man,
you
play
could be
that.
traced.
Go ahead and play Jitty, man. Let's get Jitty in one time.
Shout out to you, Jitty. What up?
Hey, Jitty, the people that always be rocking in, we definitely, try to make sure we can get y'all guys in, man, for sure.
Shout out to you, BMoore. You missed. I seen in the comments you missed when we had played your beats at the beginning.
I Watch the replay.
Yeah, shout out to you, RZ.
The replay. Yeah.
We're going to get into Jitty with MGM.
It's rhythmatic. Action. Hey, yo, Jitty, get busy, baby.
Jitty with MGM. That was smooth beat.
Yeah, it was riding.
Smooth beat.
All right. So it's time to announce our Tide 32 winner for the month of February.
Black History Month.
Black History Month. Which was close to it. Man, I wish we had more time because I want to talk some shit. It's almost over. Like February is over, and like that's it. No more Black History. Like okay.
I mean, shoot. I'll be honest. I live Black history every day, man.
Like everybody just
my entire existence, I've never looked at it as the month of like nah.
If Black history is important to you,
each other more. That's all.
Yeah, if this Black history is important to you, we celebrate it 365, and on leap years 366. Black history, American history.
Yeah. So, man,
our
Tide 32 winner of the month. Again, shout out to Delon Hudson, Treasure, and Question.
Right.
But for the month of February, our winner is Is it Delon? Is it Question? Is it Treasure? Who could it be?
This is killing me.
Dun, 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 dun.
Who is it?
Congratulations, Question. Question is our winner.
Good job, Question.
Back-to-back champion. Shout out to Treasure, though. Shout out to Delon Hudson, though. Those beats is heavy, man.
Shout out to everyone submitting. Submit.
Seriously, though, man, we do this contest every month, and really the idea is to get heard, get exposure, and you never know who's actually listening, and things we're doing behind the scenes to help you guys, sell some music, man. Like, that's it at the end of the day. So make sure you tune in next week to Bassline every Tuesday night, 8 o'clock. Shout out to Evan, B. Thomas. I'm always around. Any last words, though, gentlemen, before we take off?
Shout out to Tug. He wasn't available this evening. He had to take care of some stuff.
Beat of the night. Y'all got to pick beat of the night.
Oh, shout out DJ Face. We didn't get to play. We didn't get to get to you. We're going to get to you next week.
Right. The Type 32 took place in the beat of the night.
Oops. Yep. So that's what it is. So that's why you guys got to submit so you can be the beat of the night and enter this contest and get this free studio time and get this interview.
Just like that. DJ Face, the beat of the night that wasn't played. We're gonna see next week, Face.
All right, man. Y'all take it easy, man.
Hey, Mark Shotta. Hey, don't be talking all that shit and we don't hear from you ever again.
Yeah, Mark, man, you gotta like submit, bro. We gotta get in the game, baby.
Yeah, you had one good week. Let's see what happens next week. The week after next.
Yeah.
Let's see more of you. All right.
Holla, man. We out. We out.
Hey, keep cooking up.